Hello everyone, Ghost is with you, and today, we will hear the strangest dating stories on Tinder from Reddit users. Please like it if you like such stories, and I will make more videos like this. Sit back, and we'll start. I have a lot of experience in communication in such applications. The most beaten ones. The first story. I met a guy on Tinder. He seemed to be adequate in communication. We decided to call him, but he started calling me during lessons. I didn't answer. I was just going to write the reason why he started throwing psychos at me, like she thought she was a queen to run for, and she was talking like that, generalizing all the girls, then apologized for being short-tempered. It was worth thinking about even then, but I decided to see what would happen next and cancel the meeting. As a result, he started calling me and writing a million messages in 2 days. I almost went crazy because there was too much of it. We were strangers who had never met, but nevertheless, he tried to command and instruct me. This made me extremely angry. He also threw psychos periodically. In general, from talking with him, I got the impression that he considers all girls to be money hunters or whores. Everyone threw him because he was a poor student, so he was looking for a slightly ugly girl or with any flaws, although he swore later how important the girl's soul was to him, but he didn't care about appearance. 2 days later, I got scared when I heard the phone ring or a message notification and decided it was time to quit, because if everything was like this before meeting him, then what would happen after? As a result, he tried to put pressure on me like I do not know how to do better, I have to meet with him. Although before that he got angry and said some bullshit again, tried to put pressure on me again, then apologized again, and pestered me with calls and messages. After the lockdown, everything stopped and I breathed a sigh of relief. A year later, I decided to log back into Tinder. LOL, he's still out there looking for a girlfriend. The second story. I met another guy. I was attracted to his work on TV, so I wanted to talk to him. He started actively inviting me to star in the extras of some show. The next day, a strange girl wrote to me, who said she was looking for friends. I started inviting him to the same show as him. It looked as suspicious as possible, but seriously, only later did I find out that they knew each other, and even later that they were dating. Although he is actively looking for a girlfriend in his profile, this same girl started yelling at him, what an asshole and a goat he was. When I asked her why she wouldn't throw it, she blurred, like he won't let her go. Well, you get it right. She also decided to enlighten me about their personal life and threw off a 1,000-page Word document containing all the correspondence between this dude and his ex. It turned out that he had saved their correspondence and, for some reason, threw it to the current girl. All in all, he was 23 and she was 14. At first, they were just friends, and then they started dating. It all started so innocently. She studied vocals in the studio where he worked. All these people are completely beaten off. I decided not to join their gang. Only then did his current girlfriend write to me again that he still dumped her and found someone else. Probably picked up a youngster again. I want to tell my story. I've already discussed this with a psychologist, but still, I met a guy on Tinder. We quickly found a common language. We corresponded for 2 days. He is a translator. I was sincerely interested in learning about him, especially since he studied abroad, and during the correspondence, I found out that his uncle was in intensive care. I sympathized with him because I was in a similar situation. He offered to meet several times. I was finishing work at 9 p.m. and suggested that he come pick me up at work. He agreed. I gave the address and warned that I would be ready by about 9:10. But as an evil I was overloaded, I gathered a little later, by 9:20, and couldn't reply to his messages. He wrote to me and decided that I had deceived him and left. I called and explained everything. He came back, but then it felt like it wasn't the right decision. We went to eat. We were talking. He talked about his studies. I was friendly. He parked the car and we went to the cafe. We ordered coffee, and while I was getting ready, I warned that I would go wash my hands. I came back. The coffee was ready. He brought my coffee to himself. He didn't order and said he was going to the bathroom too. I was on the phone and started drinking coffee. There wasn't too much of it for the toilet and automatically logged into our Telegram correspondence. And it was empty. He deleted everything. I was alone, very far from home. At 10 o'clock in the morning, the transport was no longer running. I ordered a taxi, wrote to a friend and sobbed at home until I fell asleep. I was just dumped. I was self-sufficient not to write to him. The next day, he wrote that his uncle had died. I wrote my condolences, but I still don't understand why there was such a reaction. I feel sorry for his uncle, but I'm still afraid that they'll erase the dialogue and just disappear. I had a feeling that not only the dialogue was deleted, but my page of life was torn out without my knowledge. Once I had 19 dates in a month and a half. There are a lot of stories, but I won't forget one. We corresponded for several days. I thought he was an ordinary guy. We agreed to meet day X. He comes with his friend. I tensed up, but he calmed me down somehow, and we sat down in an institution in the city center. As soon as I started looking through the menu, he started telling me that I should lose weight. I was very active in sports at that time, and I didn't need to lose weight, that I needed to watch my style, that it was worth looking at him and listening, because he is very beautiful, that all people like him, they listen, because he is also smart. I was sitting in shock and couldn't even say anything. The guy wasn't very handsome. No, the most ordinary, not even pumped up, but his friends sat all the time and said, "Yes, listen to him." It all lasted about 40 minutes, and I left under the pretext that I had run out of cigarettes, and there was a store nearby. He wrote to me afterwards and asked me what happened and why I left. I met a girl. Everything was fine. I studied at the university. I had a job near her university. We talked for about a week, after which we started dating. I thought everything was great. After almost a year and a half, I found a girl. The next day, she got sick and went to the hospital. They said it was seasonal flu. It's okay, but she was sent home, and her house is located 200 miles from my city. At first, she couldn't communicate with me normally, as if she had become a different person. I blamed everything on her illness and considered it normal to be offended with nothing for a couple of hours. A week later, she wrote to me that she wanted to break up because she considered me retarded. I decided to talk to my brother, told him where she studied and at what faculty. My brother also graduated from this university. As it turned out, she studied at the faculty specifically for the socially unadapted, and in fact, she turned out to be backward. That's all. Write in the comments if you liked the video. You can also watch the videos that are on your screens. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching.